Hello everyone, my name is Lakemeyer. I'm the founder and CEO of PINPOOLS. Today we are here at PINPOOLS KnowledgeHub. PINPOOLS KnowledgeHub is going to interview experts out of the industry of chemical and the plastics industry. And today our hot topic here is cost analysis in the plastics industry. And I'm really excited and happy to have Mr. KKK Kappler here. And a warm welcome to you, Mr. Kappler. So I'm really excited to know you a little bit more. So tell me something about you.
First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. I'm happy to be here. A little bit about my background. I used to work for more than 25 years for Volkswagen in purchase department, different responsibilities. 10 years of this time I spent with running the plastics business, not only for in-house production but for the suppliers as well. And more than 10 years ago I started my own consultancy agency focusing on plastics. I support plastic companies in getting better optimized plastics.
Our topic today is cost analysis. So if you would be able to give our viewers today an advice, what would it be your first most important advice to them?
First of all, I would not start with plastics, I would start with purchasing in general. When I made my first steps in purchase, I said I would learn to understand the costs, because normally first step you compare prices, but if the price correct, is it too high, too less? My interest always was to understand the costs behind, and I think this is the most important thing.
And where do I get these information from? If I'm, for example, a small purchaser, how I'm able to compare my prices? Because normally I have to ask these prices from my suppliers, or not?
Depending on the part, application, whatever you buy, you can split it in different, cost factors. You have the raw materials, you have the machineries, you have the manpower, internal costs, and I tried from the very early beginning to learn more about these different factors.
You told me a little bit about your background and that you work with smaller as well as some bigger companies. Do you see any difference working together with these smaller or bigger companies?
I told you that my focus is on plastics. And if I speak to different companies who are buying plastics, then depending on their size, the buyers more or less have the chance to get more and more, edge information. If you are in a bigger company, then there's sometimes a special departments who has access to all the big publications. They know where, each C3 or each ingredient comes from, it can come from, and costs, and this is important. And so smaller the companies, more tough the job is for the buyers, because they have to try to procure all this information by themselves.
So it's kind of really also a question of resources to get sufficient information?
Yes, I would say resources, but most of all curiosity. If you are curious to get more information, you can get a lot of these things. For example, I told you I come from plastics. Let's take a normal reinforced PP with glass fiber. Then you have the PP. What's PP? PP has a base C3 propylene. You can read in the publication each month the price for. To transfer this PP to polypropylene, you need a polymerization. Costs more or less 25 to 35 cents. Next things, depending on the size of your company, the plastics producers add, if you're a bigger company, they need a certain overhead which they charge the different departments. Smaller not, you can add. Then you have the compounding, the next amount of money. Then you have the ingredients like fillers, like additives, like color, something like this. And last but not least, you want to earn some money. You have to add your overheads and your profit idea. Hopefully it fits with the market.
If you would give one strong advice to smaller and bigger purchasers as priority number one, what they should do tomorrow at their first working day. So what would be this advice from your side?
Try to analyze the price of your materials or whatever you buy. Try to get as much information as you can, even if it's the worst information or not the right information. The try of a calculation is better than to do nothing.
And that's a nice closing word from you, Mr. Kappler. So if you are more curious about getting more information, more knowledge about how to optimize your purchase, we're going to see Mr. Kappler again in our videos, and as well some written content in our next newsletter. And if you feel you're having to add any information about the topic of cost analysis, just share it with us. We're happy to see you again.